I'm gonna give you an example about gaining some form of an eye with all this information that we have because it's scattered. Now, yesterday we were talking about the number nine in relationship to the number one, which actually, when you put it together, it's a one and a nine, which represents a signature. And as a true star seed, you are responsible for your signature that you signed to get here when you incarnated here. See, everybody left a signature or what's called a zodiac sign. And you left that signature, and when you incarnated here, your goal is to use that signature, that unique stamp, and merge it with the material aspect of this reality so that you can one day teleport out of this reality so that you don't have to come back. Because you are what's considered a star seed. See, they said that these heavenly bodies or these Anunnaki who really came here with the same mission. So you got to realize, like the Anunnaki, when they came here on the same mission, the same goal, which was to eventually liberate or free oneself from the karma of coming back. So you're not truly free unless you don't have to ever come back, meaning that you don't have to incarnate back into this reality to experience anything. That's when you are totally free. And there's different levels to this reality. So when they say that these Anunnaki came back, you got to realize that they came to this reality several times before we were thought of. When I say we, I'm speaking of we, us that are still trapped here on this surface aspect of this reality, meaning that we're still trapped in the uh, the outer reality. Food, clothing, and shelter really was a parallel reality, really, of food, clothing, and shelter, and surviving. And we haven't tapped into our celestial abilities. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to teach you how to gain some form of an eye. Because once you wake up, you can't sit there. You have to do something. Every day, you have to do something about this thing that's in you, that's interested in stuff, that wants to go deeper into stuff. You can't just go with the modern day, everyday, go with the flow type of scenario. You have to every day create your life. And it's up to you what you do with it. I'm going to give you an example. So we was talking about the number nine. And I was researching the cities, Siddihs, in astrology. And it actually goes back to Buddhism, believe it or not, from what I was researching. And Hinduism, actually, not Buddhism, but Hinduism. And in the cities, I'm giving you an example because this is really what, when you talk about being a star seed, the cities is what really is really the doctrine that you must master, because this is the contract or the signature that you left when you first decided that you were going to incarnate here. You left so that you can come here to experience this, what I'm about to go into, so that you can eventually move into another reality. You weren't meant to get stuck here. This is really a reality of lesson so that you can one day move on, so that you can move on to a reality of creating whatever you want in your own realm and in your own space, in your own freedom. Basically, ownership, essentially. And you may think about this like, well, that's basic. Anybody can own something. But how many of us pass and leave this realm, or our grandparents and stuff like that, and they didn't own anything? Yeah, you may have had some currency. You may have had a few stocks, but did you really own anything? The reason why you didn't own anything is because you didn't take the time. Or the reason why a person didn't own something or didn't have the ability to own something is because they didn't take the time to master some hidden aspects of this reality that need to be mastered if you are to ascend. You have to master these aspects of reality. And it was nine powers, according to the Buddhists, that must be mastered in this reality. And I'm going to go through them quickly because I'm going to eventually expound on each one in different episodes of videos. But these nine powers are one. You have to learn how to become and reduce yourself back to that atom or that source point. You can become as small as an atom in meditation, right? And you have to learn how to reduce yourself back to that atom, and then learn how to expand yourself and your energy and your aura at will, depending on when you want to do something. So you have to learn how to master your energy. See, you're more, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're more than just this light or this vessel. You're a light. You can shine and be felt all over this planet. You have enough energy to power, they say, a city, actually. And this is really coded information going to the cities, I believe. Because they say you have enough energy. In the cities, it's nothing but about mastering energy. The cities are, believe it or not, I'm going to take this into the internet too and then make this real eventually. But this is how the internet is powered. You want to know the hidden source of how the internet is powered? Through people. I'm going to go through the rest of them. You have the ability to make yourself large, which is the second one. The third one is weightless. You have the ability to make yourself weightless. The fourth one is you have the ability to travel at will in your body without going in a car or anything like that. So travel at will to anywhere you want to on this planet. You have the ability to control nature. You have the ability to control the plane. You have the ability to control matter through the plane of force. Yeah, you can control matter and make matter through the plane of force. Yourself. You have the ability to achieve any desire. You have the ability to suppress any desire. That's right, to suppress any desire. And then lastly, you have the ability to satisfy any desire that you wish. So these are going into the 9 cities, and I'm going to talk about them more, but these are your abilities as a star seed that you must master. And you must take your zodiac sign and learn how to merge it in with those cities that I was just talking about. And learn how to use your charisma, your energy, which is a light, a unique signature that you came here and incarnated. A unique. That's how you got to look at. You are a unique light, man, or woman. A unique light, meaning that you got a unique spectrum or energy that you can give to the world that nobody else can give, or frequency. And even if it's not that big and you don't make a lot of noise, it can send it to someone else, and then they can make, and their light frequency may be a little bit bigger. So you learn how to teleport your energy, and this is how we relight the planet or remake the planet, and then eventually move this planet. See, the goal is to, with the number 1, is teaching you how to every day wake up and know that you are under an annuity, meaning that you must do this though every day. You must set goals around those cities so that we can one day move this planet, this energy into. We'll go into the number 2, which is we're going to talk about the bytes on the internet and what they really represent, because this is going into the number 2. When you talk about like terabytes and gigabytes and stuff like that, this is going into another metaphysical aspect, going way back into some doctrine that they aren't ready for. See, first you have the annuity, but then you got to go into, once you got the annuity, which is what we're going into now, which is, gaining access to your powers and realizing you were in a war. Then you have to go into the bytes aspect, which is going into finding this hidden information here on this planet, all these hidden jewels and keys. And really, this planet is a computer, which you're going to find out, that's connected to the other planets. And then this is how you travel back and get out of here. So we'll talk more about it. As always, stay vigilant. Namaste.